What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman. Happy Halloween. As always, guys, we always got to dress up and, we got to show support for these awesome characters. And this year I had to pick none other than Spider-Man Miles Morales. I mean, this man has had the best year ever when it comes to Spider-Man. I mean, we had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which was an excellent movie. I mean, 10 out of 10. Spectacular, if not one of the best films this year. And then right after that, just a few months later, like 6 months later, he drops Game of the Year, where he's in it too. I mean, it's Spider-Man 2. We got Peter Parker and we have Miles Morales. That is insane. So naturally, we had to support the boy because he's been going crazy this year. And because I bought this suit like a year ago and it's finally kind of starting to fit. Still looking a little chubby. I'm looking like fat Spider-Man, but no big deal. You guys only see like the chest up and that's fine.
Gonna cry?
And then also the mask got lost because somebody decided to throw it away. You know who you are and you know what you did.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this, because we are getting so close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. Now we are past the 1900 threshold. I think we're at 1906 or something like that. But yeah, we got 2 months and I know we can do this. So let's get it done. So it has been a little over a week. I would say about, a week and a half to 2 weeks since Spider-Man 2 has come out, and I have finally gotten a chance to beat it. Literally, the last 2 weeks, that's all I did. I just played Spider-Man. Like literally, I would work, and I would come home, play Spider-Man. That's it. Nothing else. And I did beat it a little faster than I was hoping to. But, I went back and I did everything I haven't done all the trophies yet. I think I'm at about 80% or 90% as far as the trophies go. But for the most part, I am almost done with the game. I just beat the game on the hardest difficulty. And now I get to play the true hardest difficulty, which is Ultimate. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Although, I'm kind of thinking about maybe waiting until they drop New Game Plus. So, who knows? Maybe they might add some new features or some new costumes, or something to get back into the game. I want to keep it fresh because this game was just absolutely awesome. And that is really the best way to describe this game. It is just start to finish. It is just a ton of fun. It's not just a video game that is amazing cutscenes and just like these over the top amazing characters that just draw us in and make us want to love them and support them. But it's also the fact that it's just a fun game. Like when you play as Spider-Man, you truly do feel like Spider-Man. Like this does feel like a perfected version of Spider-Man. And I know a lot of people are thinking, yeah, it just feels like a lot of the same as last time. And that is kind of true, but it's more of like if it's broke, don't fix it. Just kind of tweak it a little bit, and that's pretty much what they did with the introduction of the spider wings. Like, they added that, and that just adds a whole new dimension to the game. They didn't just double the size of the world, which is also amazing that they did that. They added a whole new borough, and on top of that, they also added Coney Island, which is insane. So not only did they do all of that, but they made it a lot easier to travel and traverse the gigantic open world that you finally get. And that is what makes it so amazing. It's half the time I could have swore I only used fast travel like 3 or 4 times. And that was near the end just because I was just really trying to get done with a lot of the side missions and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really the only time that I used it. And on top of that, the times that I did use it, I was just absolutely blown away by how smooth and effortless it is. I mean, you hold on to X, and as soon as that bar loads up, you are in the game. Like, you are flying and you are back to controlling Spider-Man. Insane. I will say one thing. I feel like they kind of got a little bit lazy as far as the suits go. A lot of the costumes they brought back were a lot of the older ones from, Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales, which is cool because, a lot of the suits on there were really amazing. But I just feel like, they could have, added a little more. They could have done a little more as far as suits go. Not to say that the suits that they did have were lame or just weren't lackluster, but they I feel like they could have added a little bit more and more stories that let you unlock suits instead of just playing the game and then leveling up and unlocking suits that way. That's my little little complaint, but other than that, amazing. Clearly, Miles Morales went insane with the suits. I mean, all of the suits that he got, I don't really want to talk too much about it, just in case you guys are playing through it right now. But a lot of the suits that he gets, especially the endgame suits, are insane. Like, they are so freaking cool. And, Peter Parker did get some really cool suits too. I'm not gonna lie. Some of those are like, my goodness. But Miles Morales definitely took the cake when it comes to coolest suits in the game. For sure. All in all, to sum this up, I'm going to say this game to me is like, it's got to be like a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. I really couldn't find anything that I didn't like, other than the fact that I wish it was just a little bit longer. But not because it needs to be longer. It's just because I just want to play the game more. It didn't feel like it was too short or anything like that. I am not saying that in any way, shape, or form. But what I am saying is that I would have enjoyed to play the game a little bit more. So yeah, if you guys have not played this game, seriously, you have to pick it up. If you are on the fence or even so much as waiting for the game to go on sale, don't. This is a 10 out of 10 game. This game is 100% worth $70 for sure. And especially if we get DLC. If we get DLC and we get more of the story added, insane. Just insane. Yeah, so it's been an insane few weeks. I mean, we got Spider-Man 2, we got Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which we've been playing, and we got the Metal Gear Solid collection. And I'm gonna leave this Super Mario Bros. Wonder for a second. We're just gonna put that to the side. We're gonna talk about that in a different video, because I want to talk about how upset I am when it comes to this Metal Gear Solid collection. I mean, truly, I feel absolutely disrespected as a Metal Gear fan, as a Hideo Kojima fan. I feel insulted and disrespected, and I feel like I got spit in my face by this $60 collection. I mean, it is just insulting the amount of effort that they put into this game. I mean, if you go, there's a lot of there's still loading screens from the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. So literally, they just ripped the games and then slapped it on a new cover and called it good. And boohoo, if you bought the Switch version, I am sorry for you, because that is by far the most inferior version. 720p, and we're talking 30 frames. The games don't even run like that on original hardware. What the heck is that about? And you know what? To prove this, there is times, like when I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2, there is times in the game where it'll actually shoot up to 60 frames. For instance, whenever you're opening one of the cargo doors, you're spinning around the door, that's 60 frames. Whenever you are going into the lockers, like whenever you're opening up the lockers and even hiding in the locker, that is 60 frames per second. So the game wants to do it, but for some reason they just throttled it. I don't know what happened, but the Nintendo Switch, it is just not even worth buying. And don't even bother buying it physical, because that's even more of a waste of money. Do you know what games are on the physical cartridge of the Metal Gear Solid collection? What's that? Oh, all the games? Because they're only like a gig or two each. The Metal Gear Solid PS1 is like a gig. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, I will be willing to say that there may be 4 gigs each. What games are on the cartridge? Oh, no, you thought wrong. Sorry. It's just the MSX ones. What? So Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Those are the games that are on the cartridge.
You what? What? Yes! Whoa! Emotional damage.
Now I get it. You know, you guys want to cut costs, you want to save as much money as possible, but the games that you chose, I mean, you could have just fit the whole thing in there in a cartridge. They make 32 gig cartridges. You couldn't fit the whole thing in a cartridge? You couldn't at least even fit the games in there? Konami, what are you doing? What are you doing? I am so pissed. If it wasn't for the fact that I love these games and I'm willing to play them, I would have been looking to get a return, because this is absolutely unacceptable. You buy the games, you download the games, because I downloaded them. I went the digital route. I was at least smart when it comes to that. So you download the games, and then you have to download everything else, and we're talking gigs of data that you have to download. So I mean, like the graphic novels, all that kind of stuff, it's not even downloaded. You have to get into the game and download them. And then on top of that, you have on the Nintendo Switch, you have little icons for each games, for the MSX games, for the graphic novels, for Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Instead of just having one icon and then just having everything consolidated in that one icon, you have to pick individual icons. That's hella annoying, and that's really dumb. Yeah, by far, this is oof. And don't even get me started on Metal Gear Solid Delta, because the game looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, the game looks amazing. It's running on Unreal Engine 5, but guess what? If Hideo Kojima was on it, he would have either built a specific custom engine for that game, and it would have looked trillion times better, or he would have probably used the engine that he made for Death Stranding, which is insane. And I'd even venture to say it's a lot better than Unreal Engine 5, for sure. I mean, this man is a mastermind. You cannot deny the fact that Hideo Kojima knows how to make games. Despite the fact that Death Stranding wasn't very good, it wasn't as much fun as I thought it was going to be, he knows how to make games look absolutely amazing. Plain and simple. So, yeah. Alright, guys, that's it for today. As always, guys, happy Halloween. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. And rummage through that candy. Don't just put things in your mouth. Make sure that there's nothing crazy in those things, because you know there's a bunch of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs people out there. So be careful and be safe. And as always, guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, guys, we will see you on the next video. Peace.